Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, also known as your BFF Steph. I know it's been a long time. I'm not even gonna go into that because the last time I was up here, I promised that I'll be back in a few days, and it's been a couple of months, and I know by now y'all probably just over the promises, and I am sorry. But I have been busy. But the important thing is I'm here now. So for those who don't know, I do videos on business. I teach you guys how to start businesses, how to enhance your businesses, how to grow your businesses. Myself, I like to consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I have a trucking company, a dispatching company, a photo booth company, and an actual company where I teach you all about business. So I'm usually really busy, and that is the reason why I haven't been here in such a long time. But I am finally here to announce that my dispatch course and ebook has finally launched. And before I tell you guys to go out and purchase it and why it's the best dispatching bundle you will ever see, I first want to let you guys know that I need you to go ahead and click that like button, click that subscribe button, click that Instagram button and follow me there, and then come back and watch this video. Okay, so now that that is out the way, for those who have been watching for a while, I have been talking about putting out this dispatching ebook for a couple of months, but it just took so long because I've been busy dispatching, busy just working and grinding, so I just haven't had a chance to do it. But like I said, it's finally here. And I first want to give you guys some pros and cons of becoming a dispatcher before I just outright try to sell you on it. So, for those who don't know, a truck dispatcher is someone who finds and books loads of freight for truck companies or truck drivers to pick up from one place and deliver to another place. Usually loads are long hauls, so they go from state to state. We might pick something up in New York and deliver it all the way to Florida, and we want to be paid for doing that delivery. So as the dispatcher, it is your responsibility to find those loads, to book those loads, and to see those loads through. Now, not every load is an easy load. You might find a journey waiting for you on some of those loads, but I promise you it's very much worth it. If you are a dispatcher, you know what I mean when I say you are compensated very well for these loads, especially if you know how to route well. So that brings me into the meat and potatoes of this video, which is the pros and cons of being a truck dispatcher. So let's get into it. So one of the top pros of being a truck dispatcher, which I'm guessing you all already know what I'm about to say, that is good money. Being a dispatcher, the money is endless. It really depends on, one, the percentage you're charging for your services, and two, how many trucks you're dispatching. They go together. So if you have 10 trucks and you're getting $1,000 as your percentage weekly for all 10 trucks, that's $10,000 a week. And I know that sounds crazy because of all of these like get rich quick schemes that we see or scams that we see. In dispatching, is real, and all my dispatchers know that you're putting in crazy work to get that money. So it's definitely possible. Once you guys learn how to be dispatchers, you'll see how it's possible to make that money. Another pro about dispatching is relationship building. So as a dispatcher, when you get your first carrier under your dispatching company, the next thing to do is get more carriers. If you are a good dispatcher, you build a great relationship with your carrier, they are going to refer you to their truck driving friends, their friends who own trucking companies, anybody else in the industry that they could tell about you, they're gonna do it. Building good relationships is so important, and if you have a good personality coupled with doing great work, you're gonna build those relationships. Not only are you building relationships with your carriers, you're also building relationships with brokers. Those are the ones who are giving you the freight to take from place to place. You're building relationships with shippers, people who are receiving your freight that you're bringing to them. You're calling them, you're checking in with them, you're making sure you keep the communication open. They're going to refer you to other people who could use your services. They're going to refer your trucks. And when they get loads in areas that they know that you serve, they're going to reach out to you before they even put them on the load boards. So relationship building is important. And everyone in any step and every step of this journey in trucking wants money. So if they can find a way to piece together people that they know are going to deliver, they want to do that time and time again. So relationship building is important, and it's a pro, because if you know that you're friendly and you know you're a good communicator, you know that that's going to work for you. Your reputation will precede you. People will start reaching out to you. I have people reaching out to me every single day asking me if my truck is in a specific area, or if a truck that I dispatch for is in a specific area, because of the great work that we've done in the past. Another pro of truck dispatching goes along with the relationship building, and that is referrals. The same way that you build relationships is the same way you can build other relationships based on referrals. Those people who like you will refer you to their colleagues, other brokers, other shippers, other receivers, other carriers, so other dispatchers. You might even come across people who have to leave dispatching for a while and they want you to take over for them. They've heard that you do great work. They've passed loads to you. You've passed loads to them. That goes with relationship building, but it's referrals as well that help to build your company. And the referrals are also endless if you do good work. The last pro that I'm going to give is the potential to scale up. As I said, dispatching is like endless. The more trucks you can handle, the more money you can get. So the potential to scale up is always there. Not only could you scale up in dispatching, you can also scale up into a trucking company. So a lot of people, myself included, plan to start dispatching companies so that they could scale up to a trucking company themselves. I was fortunate enough I planned to start a dispatching company at first, and it just so happened that it worked out that we ended up getting a truck right before we started the dispatching company. So we started the trucking company first, but dispatching was always going to be the first thing we were going to do, and we were just able to scale up really quickly. Well, I don't even know if you could call it scaling up. We started with the trucking company and then we scaled up to dispatching. But the potential to scale up is endless, because from being a dispatcher, you could become a broker, you could become a shipper, you could get a warehouse. Like, you learn so many different parts of the trucking industry from being a dispatcher. And there are so many other things you could do, but we'll get into that later. Right now, I want to give you some of the cons, because we know if there are pros, there are cons. One of the cons of dispatching is that you can't book too far in advance, and you can't book too late. And I know that sounds crazy. You kind of got to hit it just right. So sometimes trucks go down, things happen along the way. They have maintenance issues, accidents, incidents, delays. So many things can happen. So if you're booking 3 loads at a time, there's a chance you're going to have to cancel probably that 3rd load and sometimes that 2nd load. It actually just happened to me yesterday. We were delayed at one receiver, and it just had a domino effect. I had 3 loads booked, and they were supposed to go seamlessly. Like, we had the times right, the weather was right, and because of that delay, it caused everything to fall apart, and I ended up having to cancel 2 loads. So you can't book too far in advance, and you don't want to book too late. So the best thing to do is to kind of familiarize yourself with the load that you're doing. Every load will be different to determine when you can book the next one, but you'll kind of get a feel for it, especially after you get the book, which we'll go into in a bit. Another con is trucks going down, and that ties back into booking loads too soon. You might be on a reset. You might have a driver who is on a reset. He already did his 70 hours, and now he's on his 34-hour reset. And when it's time for him to come back, either he has a family emergency or the truck itself needs to be maintenance. Something's wrong with the truck, and now the truck is down. So if you're dependent on that income and you know you need to hit a certain amount, like let's say if you want to make $1,000 a week and you're charging 10% for your dispatching services, you need that truck to make at least $10,000 that week. If they're down and they don't get started till 3 days into the week, there's a high chance that you might not hit your quota. So that is a big con when it comes to trucking, not knowing what's going to happen to the truck, what's going to happen to the driver. It can definitely be a bit annoying, but it comes with the industry. Another con is bad referrals. So where there's good referrals, there can also be bad referrals. So if you're not communicating with your brokers and your shippers, if you're not letting them know that drivers are running late, if you're not letting carriers know that things are going wrong in their company or that a driver is not remaining compliant or anything, if you're not communicating well, you're most likely going to get a bad referral. And what that means is that when they do talk about you, it's from a negative aspect. They're telling people, don't sign on with your dispatching company. You don't deliver promises. You don't bring in money. You're not a benefit to their company. Anything could lead to a bad referral. So that comes with the territory as well. You can't please everybody, but you should definitely try to communicate. That's one of the biggest issues in trucking. Some people don't communicate, but the ones that do, they succeed. I'm definitely a communicator, and I feel successful in trucking. So now that we talked about some of the pros and cons of becoming a dispatcher, let me go ahead and tell you about this ebook and course that I just put out. So it's called The Ultimate Guide to Dispatching. And the reason why we named it that is because everywhere you turn, I don't know if it's just me because of my algorithm, I'm looking at trucking, I'm looking at dispatching. All I see is dispatching and trucking ebooks and courses. Nobody is selling what I'm selling. I'm selling 3 levels to a dispatching business. Not only am I teaching you how to dispatch, but I'm also teaching you how to scale up immediately after you learn how to dispatch. We have 3 different ways to start a dispatching business, all of them bringing great income, and they all do different things. You're providing different services, and not only am I telling you to provide those services, I'm teaching you how to provide those services. So you might choose to start at level 1 and decide that you want to scale up to level 2 and level 3 as you go along and learn. Or you might want to learn everything and just start right out with doing level 3, which is the highest form of dispatching in my book. The reason why this is so important is because, as I said, one of the pros in truck dispatching is that you have the potential to scale up. The more you learn as a dispatcher, the more you will be prepared to own your own trucking company. And that just brings in more income. When you own your own trucking company, like I own my own trucking company, and we also have a dispatching company. We dispatch our own trucks. So I'm also giving myself a percentage of what I'm booking on my loads for my own truck. So I'm getting paid twice. Now that's how you scale up. And I'm teaching you guys how to do that. Not only do I have an ebook, but I also have the course. So you can choose to purchase the course, or you can choose to purchase the ebook, or you can bundle it up and save some money. All links are in my description. I promise you will not be disappointed. If you've been waiting for me to drop this dispatching ebook, I promise you the wait was well worth it. There are some differences between the ebooks and the courses, and those are pretty minimal, but they're important. So I of course want you to buy the bundle. If you had to choose between the bundle and the course, then you can go ahead and look at the descriptions to see the differences between the two. You will definitely be able to start levels 1, 2, or 3 from either the ebook or the course. They both are very thorough. If you've purchased any of my ebooks or courses in the past, you know I give tons of information, and I promise you it is worth it. Make sure you guys click the link so you can get yours today. And just because you guys waited patiently for so long, I'm going to provide you guys with a discount, of course, which can also be found in the description of this video. And it is only available for a limited amount of time. If you've been thinking about starting some type of side business or side hustle or whatever, consider dispatching. I told you guys that in my video from a few months ago where I said some of the best side businesses to do in 2022. I'll link it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, this is the time, guys. We're going into summertime, and this is the best time to route those trucks. We're not dealing with bad weather. The most we're dealing with is a little rain in some places, but the snow is gone, the ice is gone. This is the best time to get into it because you can get a feel for it without the logistics of bad weather and just the delays that comes with bad weather. Once you get the ebook, you'll see what I mean when it comes to like route planning. But let me give you guys a taste of some of the information you'll learn by purchasing this bundle. In this bundle, you'll learn how to get your USDOT number. You'll learn all about carrier questionnaires, carrier packets, COI requests, which are certificates of insurance, broker credit requests, all about factoring companies and which ones to sign up with, invoicing, fuel tax reports, driver compliance, ELD compliance, carrier compliance. You'll also learn about payroll, safety audits, and so many other things are in this ebook. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. If you're serious about bringing additional income in for you and your family, you want to purchase this ebook. I promise you. You want to purchase this bundle, or you want to purchase the ebook or the course separately. Whatever it is, I promise you, this is what you guys have been waiting for. As usual, feel free to reach out to me through Instagram. I've been getting you guys DMs. I've been talking to a lot of you guys, whether it's about trucking, whether it's about photo booths, whether it's about business in general. I appreciate you guys reaching out, and I always respond. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to shoot me a DM. Let me know what else I can tell you about trucking or dispatching or even photo booths. But yeah, it's finally here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with other people who have been waiting for a great dispatching course. I promise you, this is the one. So I look forward to speaking with you guys, seeing my fellow dispatchers go on their journey. And until next time, thanks for watching.